Welcome to part 2 of Eddy's free fishing on the River Wensum in Norfolk. We're starting at Hellesdon Mill and this is the very first swim. Lots of small stuff, not so many big fish caught out of here, and it is well overfished, especially in the season. Winter time, not so much so. Right, let's move on to swim 2. This is the lower part of the mill pool, and this is the actual part I actually prefer to fish. There's a lot of small dace right in the edge here that I can see. There's a few roach as well. Over the back, towards the trees, chub normally sit. So there are some nice fish to be had here at the base of the mill pool, and this can actually produce quite a lot of fish. And this is swim 2. Okay, let's move on to swim 3. Swim 3, faster flowing. Again, plenty of smaller fish, the odd bigger fish. Very nice looking swim. This is swim 4, gets very overgrown, so you will have to make your way down here. But it offers really good fishing. You've got a tributary flowing in as well. It's quite wide and it offers fast and still water with back eddies and swells. It is very good fishing. Right, let's move on to swim 5. This is swim 5. As you can see, it comes down further from the tributary. It's slow and fast water. Nice overhanging tree to fish by. Again, can offer plenty of fish. Right, let's move on to swim 6. This is swim 6. You've got the overhanging willows to the right. It's a deep area. Can offer some nice fish. And you can fish all the way down by the inside reed bank. Nice fishing. Deeper than normal. A good trotting swim. Right, let's move on to swim 7. This is swim 7. This is a very small swim, but can produce some good fish, especially where the tree is overhanging and dripping into the water. But again, it's a small swim, ideal for the roving approach. Okay, let's move on to swim 8. Right, this is swim 8, one of my favourites. I have had some nice fish out of here, nice chub out of here. There's shallow and deep areas. Sandbars close in, and when you sneak up, occasionally you can see the odd nice fish sit on the sandbar here. Someone dumped a cone in the water there, that wasn't here last time. As we move down, you'll see this overhanging tree. That's where the chub sit, and there is normally some nice chub sitting underneath this. I've had a few nice ones out of here. Not massive, only about the £3 mark, but still nice to catch. Right, let's move on to swim 9. This is swim 9. This is very weedy in the margins. Can offer some nice fish, especially underneath that tree. So when you get a nice fish on, you need fairly strong tackle, because I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there is a lot of thick weed in the margins in this swim. There's a stream of weed in the middle, but there's a lot of weed, say, close in. So if you do hook into a nice chub, you will need to avoid the weed close in. That's swim 9. Let's move to swim 10. This is swim 10. Starts to get a little bit shallower here, slightly faster flowing, again weed in the margins. Still offer nice fishing. Again, you have an overhanging tree and can produce some nice fish. And that is swim 10. Right, let's move to swim 11. This is swim 11. It is about 100 yards away from swim 10. Shallow, faster flowing, ideal for smaller fish. Seen the odd bigger fish here, and it's right before the road bridge. This is the last swim on the mill side. The next swim we'll be going to, swim 12, will be the other side of this road bridge. And this is quite a nice swim, ideal for trotting. Right, let's move to the next swim. This is swim 12, the other side of the road bridge. Now it goes much deeper here and much slower. This is great little fish fishing, with the chance of some nice bigger fish as well. I have seen last year a little lad who's only about 12 pull out a chub probably approaching £5 out of here. Probably his personal best. No scales with him, no scales with me. But I say, with the slopes, excellent trotting. The slow flow, brilliant. This is swim 12. Let's go to swim 13. This is swim 13. If you can just see down there, chub or something has just surfaced, a nice large fish. There is a lot of small fish in this section, and it's this side of the fallen tree that I actually prefer to fish, because this is so good for trotting. There's a lot of small fish surfacing over there. And you can bag up on this swim. This swim can produce fish all day long, with the occasional specimen as well. Right, that's swim 13, and that fish is surfacing again over there. Let's move to swim 14. This is swim 14. Needs a small rod here, again good for trotting. Quite a little weeds in the margin here that you might have to break through. But you have got overhanging trees right in front of you, so smaller rod approach is better. Same as swim 13. Nice fish, can bag up all day. Loads of fish surfacing here, all small fish, dace, roach. That's swim 14, let's move on. This is the last swim on this section, swim 14. And then you come to the footbridge there. We're going to walk the other side of the footbridge and I'll show you more swims on the other side. Not fished this, so I should imagine small fish again, possibly the odd bigger fish, but so I've not fished it. There we go, and all these swims are free fishing. Let's move on. Alright, as you can see in the distance there's that footbridge. As you come down, this is a beautiful glide here. Beautiful fishing, nice and deep. There's a little surprise to the right hand side, which is in the form of like a raft of a fallen tree, and it completely blocks the flow there. And I had a beautiful fish out of there last year, but I lost it unfortunately down here. Didn't realise there's a snag down here somewhere, and it's pulled me straight into that, so I presume there's a tree stump or something down there. But again, it shows there's nice fish here, and this is one of the most idyllic swims that you'll come across. And it's nice deep, not so weedy, good fishing, a lot of small stuff out of here. Right, let's move on to the next swim, swim 16. Right, technically this is not swim 16, so I'm just showing you where the fallen tree is. I've not actually fished this side, but I should imagine there's a few nice fish to be had. But as you can see, it's fishable, but not really on a sort of roving approach and just a couple of casts sort of thing. And for a daring tree monkey, you could sit on the tree and fish from the tree and trot all the way down, if you feel like being a tree monkey. Right, let's move on. Alright, swim 16, about 100 yards down from that tree. Let's land across the River Wensum. Deep, slow running glides. Good bramble hedge over there. There's going to be fish holding areas. More open here, so easier casting. Brilliant for trotting, and there's a lot of fish surfacing down there. Little fish, going up surface taking flies. These few swims this side of the road bridge don't get fished. I fished it several times last year, never bumped into a single angler. They just don't bother this side. I don't know what they're missing. Right, let's move on. That's swim 16, let's move on to swim 17. This is swim 17, 50 yards down from swim 16. Not as easy casting because you do have an overhead tree, but still casting is still easily possible, just take care. Again, it's trotting, it's very shady, not quite as deep. Not fished this swim. tend to fish swim 16. Right, let's move on to swim 18. Right, swim 18 was actually here. I made the swim 18 here, but as you can see, because it's not season, nobody's done anything, I haven't done anything, and it's overgrown, so you will have to cut your way in. Just be careful you don't fall in, because it is deep. You've got the overhanging tree there, as fish. Fish tend to sit along the back raft of weeds over there. Whether I'll make this swim again or not, I don't know, because there's plenty of swims to be had. Right, let's move on to the next one. Right, this is swim 19, about 100-150 yards down from swim 18. Lovely long glide. I have fished this, a lot of small stuff, but nothing of a considerable size, probably up to about pound size. A nice little overhanging tree there, it's dipping into the water. Again, not really fished. Alright, let's move on to swim 20. This is swim 20, just the other side of swim 19, only 20 yards away. Offers a nice glide. Starts to get weedy, the pace starts to pick up, and it gets slightly shallower here. But it's definitely weedy by the edge. And you can see the bend that we're coming up to down there. And it gets deeper there and slows up again. This one I use for a roving approach, as there's occasionally odd bigger fish I've seen, but getting to them is not so easy because of the weed. Right, let's move on to swim 21. Swim 21, one of my favourites, because it offers great trotting. Starts off shallow, or shallow I shall say, still fairly deep, faster flowing, and then the flow slows up, and then goes deeper, and right into the bend. And the trees on the opposite bank can offer some good fishing. And attacked by flies here. This is right next to the buoy, and this is swim 2021, wasn't it? Yeah. There you go, nice fishing. It's fishing the edge there, roach all days. Right, let's move to swim. Oh, that's a nice fish. I'm going to creep down there and see if I can spot that, because I actually saw the face of that fish come up then. I think it may have been a chub. Let's have a look, see if I can see it. Don't know if you can see it. I can see one chub. He's sitting at the back end of the weed. This one is not very big, pound enough. He's sitting right in this side bank. This is swim 22, just the right hand side of that buoy, and where we saw that chub. Much deeper. Again, another one of my favourites. Plenty of fishing to be had here. Funny enough, even though I've seen that chub, I've not caught a chub from this bit. That's good news. There's a lot of shady overhanging trees down there. This is an excellent trotting. That's a nice perch out of here as well. Definitely one of the favourite contenders. So easy fishing. And great the fact that it's free and offers excellent sport. There you go, that's swim 22. Let's go to swim 23. Swim 23 is in between these two trees, but it does offer good fishing because... Sorry, my power ran out, so I had to change battery. There may be a little bit of a jump in the frame there. Right, this was swim 23, as I was saying, in between the two trees. Tend to get the odd bigger fish here. In fact, you can make up your mind what that was, the fish that's just surfaced. Yeah, he's continuously surfacing over there. I can't see what it is. Could be a big roach. I'd just be guessing because I can't see, because he's right on the tip of the trees there. There he comes up surfacing. Good fishing. We're in the shade here if you don't like to get sunburnt. Right, let's move on to swim 24. I'll just show you this bit. This is fishable, but not what I called swim 24 yet. This is just a case of a couple of casts, move on. In between the trees. Right, let's go to the next one, which is swim 24. Swim 24. One of the places you'll find some lily pads in the margin. Beautiful overhanging tree. I do love to see a little weight there. One shot lobworm. Often put out a perch straight away. And it's a lovely trotting swim all the way down. Excellent. You're in the sun. You get a nice suntan. All the way down. Beautiful fishing. Not had anything massive out of here. That's a nice roach up to a pound. We're heading down to a swim where I actually caught a roach just under 2 pounds. At 112, which is one of my personal bests. My personal best was 112, 113 on the scales, and that equaled it. Right, let's move to swim 25. Swim 28, just the other side of the shady area, 20 yards down. It starts to get shallow here. Faster flow, more weed. Weed obviously holds fish. Some nice reeds there. It's a good fast trotting swim. Ledger fish as well. Not fished this one either, I'm afraid, so I can't tell you what I've had out of it or what's been caught out of it. Yeah, but it's definitely a holding fish. I can see roach in the edge. Probably around about 3-4 ounces. That's swim 28. Let's go to swim 29. Swim 29 is between two trees, 150 yards down from swim 28. Slightly deeper here. Ideally suited to ledgering. You can trot, but it'll be a short trot because of the tree on the right hand side. Not fished it, so make of it what you will, but it does look like will hold a few nice fish. Right, let's go to swim 30. This isn't swim 30, but in between 29 and 30, as you can see, some lovely fish holding areas. This is a water outlet here. You could make a swim there and you would have some good fishing. Oh yeah. Right, let's move on to swim 30. Right, swim 30 to the left of those trees and the water outlet. Now I call this swim 30, but there's at least a dozen more swims that you could easily make. I have just picked the swims that are open. It's a very good glide here. I have fished this, I've had a lot of small stuff, I've had some nice perch, I've had a couple of small chub out of here, only up to about £1. I'm sure there's bigger, I've just been unlucky. But fishing here can be superb. Oh look, I don't know if you can see that. There is something in the water floating on the surface. A load of fish were just coming up and attacking it. Very little fish, little fly. Alright, so this is swim 30. One of my favourites. Excellent trotting. Bag up on fish. Fish all day. Right, let's go to 31. Right, 31 is only about 15-20 yards down from 30, and it's the same glide. The only difference is you're closer to the overhanging tree, and that's where I've had a couple of little chub. They seem to sit underneath that tree. Now that was about 2 years ago, so I don't know if they're still there because I haven't fished it since. So good fishing, nice and deep, slow run, great for trotting. Sticking a lobworm under that tree. Right, let's go to 32. This is swim 32, the other side of that tree. Excellent for trotting, ledgering, whatever you decide to do. You've got beautiful features. You've got a grass island on the far side. For some reason there seems to be a congregation of fish. That's where I was catching most of my fish when I fished here last year. Good fishing, good sized fish. Ken you can bag up all day. Just remember to bring plenty of feed, don't overfeed the fish, and you can keep a steady flow of fish coming in. Alright, let's go to swim 32. Right, at the end of the last clip I called this swim 32, I think it's actually swim 33. Starting to lose my swim numbers now. Not that they're marked up with numbers, but I'm just giving you an idea of how many swims there are. And this really does put out the fish. Constant fish surfacing over there, right at the time of the summer, you'll see. Probably good for pike here as well. A lot of ambush areas. It's very deep, slow flowing. See, I'm normally just flicking up there, mend the line and trot all the way down. Flicking a few maggots in each cast. Trotting all the way down. Now the next swim, swim 34, it almost becomes still where it's very deep. Let's go to swim 34. Swim 34, only 20 yards down from swim 33, but how it changes. This is probably one of the where I've had my biggest bag, one of the swims I've had the biggest bag of fish. Just fish one after another. Some big roach in the evening. And the flow is almost non-existent. Very slow flowing, great for trotting. I can see fish swimming in, surfacing in the distance down there. This is probably one of the ultimate swims on the Wensum. I've seen nice chub come out of here over £2. Not caught any myself. But one of the best swims on the Wensum. And it's free. Beautiful. Right, let's go to swim 35. This is swim 35. Probably one of the last swims. Very nice, again slow flowing. Good fishing. Shady areas, sunny areas, deep areas, good fishing, and it flows all the way down. This is one of the last swims. I'm not sure if there's one after this, but we'll have a look. Hope you enjoyed the video if it is the last swim. And check me out on Facebook, Course Fishing in Norfolk. I have a Course and Game Fishing in Norfolk, shall I say. I have a Facebook page. You can join and keep up to date with information. Video will be posted there and on YouTube. Right, let's have a look, see if there's any more. As you can see, swim 35 was the last swim. You probably could make more swims down if you want to fight yourself through the jungle. But I'm certainly not. Well, up there, that's swim 35 we're heading back to. I'll say again, hope you enjoyed the video. This is part 2. I will do another part, but it'll be a different video altogether, because that'll be probably down towards Norwich and then Whitman Lane, Whitman Lane, and then I'll do a video on there. But my next video, that's a very nice bike. Whose bike's that? Oh, that would be mine. And I'll be doing a video on June the 16th. I will be coming and fishing down here, and I'll actually be doing my first fishing video. Part 1 and part 2 is just showing you the swims that I'll be fishing throughout 2017, 2018. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Please subscribe and like and leave any comments, and I will try and give you directions if need be, if you're unable to find the areas. Thank you for watching.